For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
What's up, guys? He's looking down like we weren't going to come back in here. And on mute at that. What's up, dude?
Oh, you can. Yeah. Okay.
You can speak now.
I can speak now.
You can
Hi,
speak now.
everybody. Welcome back to the madness. How y'all doing?
Look, I'm glad to be back with everybody. Glad to be back. Another Wednesday, another great show coming. We got another great guest, another great Empowered Magazine honoree with us tonight. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. WUEI Ubiquity Radio listeners and viewers, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. As always, I will not try and list all the other platforms that are watching us and listening to us. I will not embarrass myself. I will not do it. I will say thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to us and watching us on all the other amazing platforms that are out there. Make sure that you subscribe, follow, and share. Do that. Do that for us. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you so much. If you're watching us live, make sure and do that. If you're watching the replay, make sure and do that too. We appreciate you being here with us. That's what we do. I have my candle burning. You see that. I have to have the ambiance back there with us. And you know, that's my first class candles, Pure Bliss.
Man.
Back there. I got the Pure Bliss burning. Carol, what's up, Carol? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Carol?
Always super fan. Always from day one is always going to be out there listening. What's up, Latoya, Coach Toya? Hello, everyone.
Oh man, yeah.
For those of you, hopefully you got to see Toya with me co-hosting last week, getting her trained so that a sister can take a day or two off when I need to. And she can be over here to on this brother next to me. Look at them.
They, you know what? I got 2 degrees in computer science, computer theory,
And
and they
can't turn
won't let me push a button on that screen for nothing in the world.
Could you find me on Instagram a minute ago? Thank you, sir. So
No, I
moving
could not find you on Instagram, which was, and it was like, really, really, where are you? Couldn't find you on Instagram nowhere.
is your phone working right now?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's a temporary condition.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Nope, you cannot touch any buttons, sir. No.
I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I know. You've never wanted to touch a button. Why are you acting as if you do?
Well, just to be asked, hey, do you want to? So I can legitimately say no.
Oh, okay.
There's, we empowering women, and there's some very, very empowered women. They truly are.
Yes.
But you know what? I would get a little bit of empowerment just being able to say
no.
That's all. Not asking for a lot.
Well, how about I'm going to empower my time and not waste it? Because we know the answer is no.
Let me get back to you on that one.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Look, so I was talking last week, and I wanted to get a little bit more into it because Kay from Best Care Spa has been doing her videos all on her yoni steaming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't watch the video from last week. You weren't on there in the comments like you're supposed to be. And the yoni steaming was phenomenal. So you guys, look, you got to get out there to Best Care Spa, 321 West Hatcher Road. You got to get out there and check them out.
And what is it? What kind of steaming is it?
It's a yoni steaming. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Go ahead.
What's a yoni?
A yoni is your vagina.
All right, I don't have one of them. All right, so we can move on now.
That's what that is.
The way you said I'm like, did she know something I don't know? No, okay, I'm good.
I'm speaking to whomever has one.
Okay. Well, you were specific about yours. So I was like,
no, you took it personal.
Look the definition up of that.
I know what the definition. I'm not just speaking to you. I'm speaking to all of our.
Look, I'm the one who asked the question. So
you asked the question not just for yourself. You asked the question for all of those who didn't know.
So how do you know who I was asking the question for?
Because you asked the question for everyone who didn't know. And
no, I'm greedy. I wanted to know for me. I ain't thinking about these other folks right now.
And I'm sure that there are some women who didn't know also.
Well, I guess now they know.
Yeah, it's your vagina. It's your vagina.
So you don't go again.
For everyone who has a vagina.
There you go. That works. Does
that make you feel better, Chris?
I don't know if it makes me feel better, but it damn sure sounds better.
Okay. For everyone who has a vagina, that is not Chris, because he does not have one. It's your vagina. Okay, Chris wants everyone to know he doesn't have one. Is everyone clear on that? Chris does not have a vagina.
But there are some nights when, well, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
We will not talk about it later. We will not talk about it later, Chris.
Put your disclaimer up. Okay.
Yeah, we will not talk about it later, Chris, at all. At all.
For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Yeah, we still will not talk about it later. Okay. So,
Woo.
and she just had, and I did share it. I think I shared it on my page. And if I didn't put it on going down on my page, I will share it on there, where she really broke down the benefits of this steam. And it isn't just for the benefit of the actual location that's being steamed. And I'm being very specific about that, because you think, oh, it's just for the benefit of the yoni. No, it is not. It is not only for the benefit of the yoni. It goes further than that, so much further than that, to psychological and emotional and all types of things. And so she really broke it down, and then for even the different ages, because if you're still having a cycle, if you're no longer having a cycle, if you're still, having sex, if you're no longer having sex, or just all these different things. And she just broke it down for the benefits of, where you are in the stage of your life, how this can really benefit you. And I appreciated that. Good evening. Good evening. Lighthouse Styling and Beauty and Consultant. Good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. And so I appreciated that, because a lot of people think, well, how does it benefit me? I'm 65. And see how I said that I'm 65? That doesn't mean I'm 65, Chris. You see that? Do you understand that? How I did that? But that doesn't mean I'm 65.
Then why did you say I'm 65?
Because, Jesus Christ. Anyway. Or someone will say, well, how does it benefit me? I'm, 19, or, I just had a baby, or I'm not having sex. I've never had sex, or whatever it may be. How does it benefit me? So she went over all those different scenarios in reference to how it still can benefit you, who should get it, who should not. Like if you're pregnant, no. If you're on your cycle, no. All of those different things. She broke it down because she's also an RN, which is another plus, which is why I felt comfortable going to her, because she's also an RN. I like going where people got the full knowledge. That's where I like going to get things done to my body, where somebody got full knowledge. I'm just saying that's for me. That is a personal, that me, where they got full knowledge, some medical knowledge behind them.
Made sure everybody knew me. You had that in there real good. Yes. Me. Mm-hmm.
That was personal. That was personal. That
I like how you embraced it too. It's like, no, me.
That was not general. That was a personal.
That was not general. That's me, right? Me.
You don't have to have that same preference. That's something that I like doing, because I've been wanting to get one for a very long time and looking at different places and everything. And I was like, no, no, that's okay. And I went to the soft opening, and I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. And so for the soft opening, they had the special of 3 for $99. And so just to let you guys know that she announced this yesterday or today on her, yesterday on her live, that she is extending that special to the end of summer. So you can get 3 yoni steamings for $99 until the end of summer. So, yay! Which is a very good deal. And she explained, how many you should have in such a period of time or whatever. So, go back and watch it for yourself. Don't take my word. Go back and watch it on Kay's or on my page, or going down on the mic page. Go back and watch it and get the information for yourself. Straight from her. What are you looking at, Chris? It's like you don't want to absorb the yoni information.
No, I'm trying to absorb the yoni information. I'm a matter of fact, I was trying to look up yoni, and just to see if I can get more information on it.
Something about that I don't trust, but okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so guys, yes. Look up Best Care Spa, and look at all of their services, because they have body contouring, they have the foot detox, They have a weight loss management program. They have, what else do they have? I know Coach Latoya is on here, so she can help me out by typing some other stuff down there too, because she was there. What else do they have? Their massages. They have massages. They have a infrared sauna that you can get into also. So they have some. Oh, they have the IV drip. Remember you were talking about that? They have the IV drip.
Okay. Okay.
So you can
See,
get
so far everything on the menu, I like and I need,
that.
except the yogi thing. So,
I didn't say yogi. I said yoni.
oh, okay. That's probably why I couldn't find it. All right.
Yes, I said yoni. And then they also have a yoni soap. They also have a yoni soap too, which I won't get all off into that, but they also have a yoni soap. And then they have the, what do they call it, Toya? The one that I got, the binders, the waist snatchers.
Waist Snatchers.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a movie. Invasion of the Waist Snatchers. Da, da, da. Like, okay, all right.
The weight snatchers, and it was the one that I've been looking for a long time because of course I support my girl Get Bodied by Stephanie, of course, but I needed one that came up further, and they had them for only $45, which you cannot beat. So they have a lot of consumer products there too that you can buy and take home for yourself. So check them out and tell them Moni sent you from going down the mic. So definitely check that out. And so they have services for men. Men can get body contouring too.
Oh no! Don't look. Trust me. I'm gonna get all that information because I don't know about it being contoured, but I daggone sure need some help with it.
Yeah, men can get body contouring. Men can get massages. Men love massages, and if you haven't had one, get one, and you will fall in love with it. Men can get in the infrared sauna. You can get on the little vibrating thing and shake some weight off of there and get all those type of the foot detox. You can get all that done. You just don't need the yoni steaming.
No, I was agreeing with you. Everything else was sounding good on the menu. Yeah.
IV drips, all that stuff. Everything else you can partake in and definitely enjoy. Enjoy all of that. So while your lady is over there enjoying herself, you can get your services done over there too. Y'all both can go to the spa. How about that for a date? How about that? That would be great.
There you go starting stuff.
I'm thinking I'm helping somebody out right now.
You are helping somebody.
I'm thinking I'm helping somebody out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know who, but I'm helping somebody out. Getting somebody out the doghouse. Take your baby to the spa.
See, just as you said that, Mrs. walks to the door and goes,
That's right. That's right. He needs to take you to the spa. He can go. He talking about he can go for himself. He can take you too. You get your services. He gets his.
Cat, turn that feed off in there, so it don't get. Turn that off in there, in there. Yeah, so don't get me in no more trouble. Just no.
It's getting you out of trouble. It's getting you out of trouble, sir.
All right.
Take it from me. It's getting you out of trouble. It's getting plenty of people out of trouble because they're not that expensive. The services are not that expensive. Come on. They're nice, relaxing.
See, that's a word that's not even in my vocabulary.
Nice
so you might be right. Nice and relaxing. Yeah. See.
Nice and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Affordable.
Yeah, folks running around with my phone for the last week. It's like, where's my phone? It don't work, so ain't no sense in you having it. And they said, and the words exactly was that. Just relax. Just relax. If you don't have your phone, you don't have to worry about it. Just relax.
Just go there. Go to the spa. You guys relax together. Just relax. You don't look relaxed right now. Go there and relax. You don't look relaxed right now.
Not at all. Not at all.
So look, we're gonna bring our guest on. Buffy, are you ready to come on here? Because
Please come on here, Buffy. Please,
this,
please.
this brother looks like he's vexing out right now. Okay, come on here, Buffy. Hey,
Hey, lady.
unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Buffy.
You're on mute.
Oops,
There
my
you
bad.
go.
Hi.
Hey.
So much fun. I'm like, when are they going to bring me in on this? I'm like, this is going to be an awkward moment, maybe.
I'm just trying to help people out right now, Buffy.
Right? We got to do what we can. You know what? But here's the thing. Adults take stuff so serious and can't have fun. So I love this. Like just the laughter, the light, the conversation. It is so refreshing. And I think just connecting and having conversation is so important right now.
Yes.
Regardless of the topic.
Thank you, Buffy. Thank you.
Obi-Wan never told you the
Let's
truth.
talk about stuff. What are we afraid of anymore? I mean, COVID's over. Let's get out there. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let's have conversations. Let's live our lives.
Obi-Wan never told you the truth.
Right?
Obi-Wan said nothing about a yoni.
That's why Moni came to tell you about the yoni,
Right.
honey. But Toya, she said, it's amazing, right? Like, spread a little light and laughter. It's all good. It's good for the soul.
If laughter's good for the soul, then I know my soul's all right. Because I'm about as big a fool out here as anybody.
Your soul was looking a little nervous a minute ago.
No, my soul wasn't looking nervous. It was my face. She marched right in here and went, really?
Mm-hmm. She ready. Toya said she ready. I love it. Yeah,
really?
Buffy is ready. She came in.
Hey, I'm all ready.
Buffy is always, every time I've seen Buffy, she has been like, look, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm going to have fun. Okay? Look, y'all go, if y'all do not, I remember at the grand ballroom, Buffy walks in and everybody's sitting down, they doing their little thing, blah, blah, blah. It was almost like there was a brighter light on her table. Like, look, if you are not going to be having fun, this is not the table for you. Because we getting ready to turn it up in here.
So Buffy,
good to me.
So Buffy, tell us what's going on with you right now. What are you working on? What are you out here doing?
Oh my goodness, what's going on with me? Well, goodness, 2023 has just been a whole whirlwind of anything and everything you can imagine. So,
okay,
good mix of amazing, unexpected good, tragedy, sickness, you name it, it all happens. The important thing is having a good perspective on it, because this is life, right? If every day was whatever we thought was the perfect day, like, so if we envision in our head what the perfect day is, if we lived that day over and over and over again for 365 days, we would lose the appreciation for what that envision in our head for the perfect day was, right? So what I've learned that they don't teach you in school, and I know this because I went to school and I was a teacher in school for almost 20 years, they just don't teach you about life, like, and understanding that it is a mix of everything and how to really handle all of it, even a good day. I've had good days where I'm like kind of almost self-sabotaging because I'm like, what's going to happen? I can't enjoy this good day because if I do, then something bad's going to happen. Or on the opposite side, getting really stuck in the mud on a bad day and being like, oh, every day is going to be like this. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my evolution on how I left teaching and lived a million lives and kind of got to where I am now, fully launching my coaching and business consulting and helping educate people just kind of how to navigate their life. And, you know, we have these things on our phone in our cars, a GPS that get us where we need to go and redirect us. However, in life and with people, that journey and that guidance isn't the same for everyone.
That's the truth.
Really.
So, you know, what works for one may not work for another when you're getting in specific things with people. When you're doing business consulting or coaching, like if I coached, you know, a single woman on things in her life and how to balance versus a married woman, that might not correlate the same way. There are some things in life that are kind of, what do you want to say, basic, a one size fits all, where yes, this can apply to anyone and everyone. You just need to know what that process is, how and when to use it, and to give things time. Just like when we go and work out, right? If we go and start and work out, we're not going to see results instantaneously. It might take, and everyone's different on this, a few days, a week, a month. And you know, there's many studies that says anytime you add a new discipline or a habit or something you're trying to do, that takes 90 to 120 days to establish as a normal pattern. So with anything you're doing, you got to give something at least that long to give it a shot. There's always outliers where someone's going to have some sort of quick result, but we all know the result, right? There are no overnight successes in anything.
And Buffie, the thing, and you know, and I said it in what I wrote, and you know, you and I talk quite often. The thing about you, one of the many things about you, is that, you know, I put it, you know, she got it out the mud because you've lived it, you failed it, and this is how you're able to relate to people, to be able to tell them how to get it out the mud, and to be able to tell them these different perspectives. How do you, I don't know, how was it for you to get it together for yourself, getting it out the mud?
One of the things is having the realization that you're in the mud and you don't know how to get out. So how do you get out? Well, sometimes you gotta try a thing. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. And I've gone through the school of hard knocks a million times in 1,000 different areas. And I'm just a firm believer that in this journey called life, as I encounter other people, if I hear someone share something that they had an experience similar to mine that I got through, well, why would I want that person, especially, you know, if it's someone I care about, why would I want you to go through that, whatever it is for you, for the amount of time it took me to figure it out? Right? So if it took me, you know, 5 years to figure out how to heal from really ugly, dark emotions from my divorce, and I have a friend who's coming to me like, hey, you've been there, you've done that, help me through this. Why would I want that friend to take 5 years to figure out how to deal with all that? I didn't know, and I didn't have the right resources in that particular area to figure stuff out. And when people are going through hard times, what I've found from my own experience, and then just being observant of other people and having a background in education and seeing families and children, oftentimes nobody wants to really bring to light or speak out that they're having a hard time.
So you've lived, like you said, you've lived. I think the key thing to this is what you said. I left teaching and I lived a million lives. That, to me, and you know, I'm quirky like that. I see a movie in that. I see a book in that. Just the title alone, okay? I left teaching and lived a million lives. You know, that Come on, that's real for you,
It
and
is.
you love sharing that.
And here's the other, when you go through this called life and your life changes, and a lot of people, there's lots of different names for it. Leveling up, low up, imposter syndrome, all these things. When you're moving and advancing in a new direction in life, it becomes very unfamiliar. And it brings on a new identity of who you are. When I was married, I was a mom and a wife, and I had a job and all of these other labels. And when that changed, when I got divorced, I assumed a new identity by default, being a single mom, right? Well, I've never done that before. How does that work? And then even when, I graduated after the divorce and, being a cancer survivor and all of these things and became a teacher for the first time. Well, yeah, I had some experience in it before, the requirement was that you had to have a degree to teach. And so I had a few years there, and then I went to school to learn how to teach. Please don't, I'm not going too far down there because that'll be a whole nother show. But I'd never really been what they say a classroom teacher before. So there was a learning curve with that. And every new job or life experience that you decide to embark on brings out a new version of you. Well, that new version you're unfamiliar with. We buy phones, a new car. Like if you get a brand new phone, this is the one that I think most people have the challenge with and why I hate getting a new phone unless mine's actually crapped out. I got to figure out how the stupid thing works. And it's frustrating and it's hard. But once you get familiar with that version of that phone and you find out all the amazing hidden perks that are in there, man, it's a game changer. When we walk into some new something because our life is changed by happenstance or by personal choice, and it happens both ways, there's a lot of magic there. And that's the part that people need to know about. That's the part that people need to figure out. Yeah, something is new right now, and new isn't always fun. But if you stick it out and figure out how the newness works, especially when you're dealing with yourself, it's powerful and it's magic just to see. Not just like when the transformation happens, but the excitement, the light, the hope, the possibility. Like kids, when I was teaching them, when like the light bulb finally went on, that's when beautiful things happen. That's when the magic occurs. And everyone should have that in their life or have someone to go to know how to bring that out in them.
That's a fact. Latoya, she was saying that's a really good analogy that you gave. That was a aha for her, that analogy that you gave. She said that was really good. So again, there you go doing it. And I want you, because I'm going to start throwing some pictures up while you're talking, because
I got scared.
Wait, she's sitting there looking for her old phone. She's looking for her old phone going, I thought I got rid of those.
There's so much of my life that's like public, that's out there. It doesn't faze me anymore. So I'm curious to see what you're going to dig up.
But you, again, you do so much. And that's why when I go and I try and make those titles down there for people, like I'm going, and I was looking through the thesaurus for you. I'm like, okay, what the heck? How am I going to say? I was. And I was like, okay, what am I saying? Well, how am I going to put this? Because the title for you, to encompass it all and make it cohesive, was difficult for me. And it was just difficult because you bless people with so much. You really do.
Thank you.
You do. And I mean, from the financial education part of it that you do, you're coaching on so much, and it's all beneficial, and you bring it from the soul, and then it's not cookie cut on top of it. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. The fact that it's not cookie cut, that's a lot. And I'm not going to let it just slip by and make it seem like it's, no big deal. That's a lot, man.
See, her title, if you have to give Buffy a title, it should be Survivor Extraordinaire.
Mhm.
Because she has survived through so many things that it's hard to pinpoint one thing. But what impresses me about you, Buffy, is that you survive, and then you're willing to have a survivor boot camp. Hey, this is how I got through. Come on, let me show you. That's the whole thing with you.
Okay,
that's what I love.
Very important. So remind me, we'll come back and talk about that one.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to hear that one.
Go ahead.
So on this one, so this is kind of where I first fell in love with the idea of coaching. So I was actually at a private event with one of my mentors that I drove to California for, to meet best-selling author Sarah Centrella. And this is her book called Hustle, Believe, Receive. And it was a pivotal, life-changing moment for me, reading this book and meeting her. So that is a big deal for me.
I could tell by the picture. I could tell. I saw the picture and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. And I had a hard time being able to pull this to another tab, and the picture was in here more than once. And I'm like, I'm gonna get this doggone picture. Like, I spent a minute trying to get this picture. I'm like, I'm gonna get this picture because this picture is something else right here. So yeah, something was going on.
What else you got?
Oh, just wait, you see, ma'am.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. What else do you have? I wish I could pass over to you the picture of you at the award ceremony.
So here's this one right here.
Oh, okay. That was a fun night. This was when we had the influential women gathering. And this is the night that Elena and Jim were honored. And, we were all just getting together, having fun, doing our best thing, putting pictures on. Pictures tell such a great story. And here's what I love is this. There's always the story of where it originated with the people that were in the pictures. And then there's the story of those who get to see it and what they think happens. So I love photos. They're great.
She's going to find another picture.
Oh, I already have them set up here.
Oh, okay. Oh, you tabbed them out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're just like a whole bunch of them just sitting here. So you remember that?
Yes. This was so amazing. So amazing. It is the first time that I had done public speaking since 2019 because we had the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so exhilarating and such an honor. It was also nerve-wracking as hell because I'm like, can I do this again? I'm a little bit rusty. Like, I had to walk the room and kind of talk it out, and I'm like, but it was awesome, and it worked out beautifully as every time.
You were great.
Thank you.
And I wasn't even in there, but I heard the word was on the street.
Okay.
So there was nothing to be worried about.
Is that one that looked like one from the conference?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gave my best. I gave it all. And I know as a person and as a speaker and as a coach, I am not for everyone. And that's fine. However,
I love it.
come together in a big group, at least everyone leaves with somebody and a little better off than when they entered the room or prior to meeting me. Okay, this one I believe is when we were at the Think and Grow Rich conference with Story, John Shin, Sharon Lecter. It was a powerhouse weekend. It was a lot of fun.
And trust me, I don't know all the details of all of these. I was just stalking through your stuff and seeing certain ones.
You wouldn't be the first stalker I had, so we're good. I'll take your kind all day.
Mm. The stalker that tells you that they're the stalker, right?
Chris, you were saying something about the photo at the gala. So since I can't see the picture, tell me about it.
Well, your pictures, you were getting your award, and everybody in the room was already lit up because everybody was getting awards. But there was something that was different when you got up there. It was almost like, okay, yeah, she got it. Yeah. They were rowdy. I mean, for lack of a better word, they were rowdy. They were cheering. It was like a cheering section. Like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna keep taking pictures. So y'all sit down because y'all just making, wow. This, like, what did she do? What's going on? You know. So that was interesting. And then your red carpet photos.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, those red carpet photos. We'll talk to Moni about those.
Well, if I can say, Buffy's been around the sisterhood for a while.
Okay.
And Buffy's a diehard sister in the sisterhood, and don't let all the intelligence and all that fool you. Buffy's a little rowdy with us.
I gotta look with my glasses. I can't tell. Oh, this is from the other one. Okay, yeah, this was fun too. This was the last big event before we went on lockdown.
The last no, because the last thing we did was the
no, like the gala 3-day thing.
The other summit thing.
Yeah, little the way, and we had the book release and stuff. But this was the last big.
Yes. Toya said, I love that title, Think and Grow Rich.
It's from the book, Think and Grow Rich. So if you've not read that book, it's amazing. It was written a million years ago. The version that I like, just because the word phrases are a little different and it's got a little more modern twist, is Think and Grow Rich for Women. And Sharon Lecter also helped rewrite that to adapt to relate better with women. Because in Think and Grow Rich, the original, there's lots of old dudes brought up. Like, they were great and they did their stuff, but women coming up, it's hard to relate to
the old boys network.
Those things to have it correlate. So it's just the same thing, just kind of translated a little more modernly. And this is from the book release, which was So yeah, I've been at 50 years of life. I've been through a lot. I think I've experienced about 9 things being connected, and 10% of things people would never want to imagine. And I'm very excited to be a contributor for the next book that's coming out.
Yeah, this was great. This was great to be there and watch you ladies with this. This was beautiful.
Do you want the backstory on this?
Of course, go right ahead.
Author, like truly vulnerable, like only my my family and a couple of people know. I don't even think I told Pat. I was having a hard time writing and articulating the thoughts in my head on paper in the way I wanted this story to come out. And there were lots of times where I had writer's blocks. I am so thankful for the extension, because there was a point where I wasn't going to submit anything because I didn't have anything super writable, noteworthy written down. And I did about 12 drafts. But the beauty in that is it got all the ick out, all of my emotions, because I wrote about a time going through my divorce and overcoming that part of things and the challenges that I went through. So because it was like really deep personal information, I literally had to get all of those ugly, nasty feelings out. Like the words that I wrote on the page, like they were not printable. They could not go to production. But I found that I worked best when I wasn't at home and in a normal surrounding. I went to go stay. I'd gone out of town for 4 days, and I was with a friend and let them know, you know, I know we're here trip together. I said, but if, in like quiet pockets, late at night, like after we're in bed or first thing in the morning, if I get the creative juices flowing, I want to write like for 30 minutes. Like if it goes,
Right.
time. And so I didn't write during that time, but kind of all the smoke cleared and all of the water lines were primed up. And I literally was about a month away from home. So I ended up house sitting and dog sitting for a friend. And I was at my sister or my daughter and my son-in-law's house. And I wrote everything in about 3 weeks.
Mm.
For a week, let it revise so I can do all the editing. Because if you write and do your editing in the same day, you got to let it go and then come back to it with fresh eyes. And I had everything done right before the deadline. Literally, it's like 11:58, and I'm ready to hit send, and I did not have my title. And I'm like, huh. So I'm like, nothing sounded good. So I'm like, God, you got 2 minutes. Go. And I sat there with my eyes closed and I smiled and I was just like breathing. I had a timer. Like your phone has that like I did it at 1.5, and I'm like, as soon as the timer went off, I hit stop and I had a minute of panic, and then it like just came down, and I'm like, oh yes, I love this. And it was Finding Grace Under Fire, which is what I ended up having my coaching practice be the name of, and I fell in love with it at that moment. That was not my thought idea. I came up with really stupid things. I did not like any of it. I'm like, I'm not putting my name on any of this.
But isn't that how it goes? Isn't that how it goes?
And then I came down also too when I was like, I really want to do this coaching thing again, and I've started on it behind the scenes down low in 2019, and then we ended the pandemic, and then I'm like, all right, well there went that. And this year everything together like flawlessly, and that's what I talked about at the conference, is when all three of your brains, knows we have three. We have our brain, our logical brain, our heart, and our gut, which is our instinct. Like, and I said at the conference, unfortunately, Chris, women are wired for this. We were designed this way. That's women's intuition, the motherly intuition. Guys, you have your thing, but it's different. Women get, because we have like a sixth sense. Like we could tell what's happening, like, you know, in another room, at another place, at your child's home or your school. There's like that sixth sense that's there. And when those three things are all aligned, man, taking inspired action is easy as cutting butter. Yeah. And I had taken some coaching at the beginning of the year, Sarah Centrella, she offered coaching again, and I've worked with her before, and I'm like, yes, thank you. That was a gift from God, because I was going to look for something and sign up for it. She had a full week, and then gave a reference for another full week, and I just started planning out. I'm like, this is something I've always wanted to do. And sometimes in our head, we make something harder and more complicated than it really is.
All the time.
Again, sometimes we make things harder and more complicated than it really is. We are our own problem. We're the block.
Mm-hmm.
So I just followed all of the things, just put some ideas down, did some brainstorming, what does this take? And I just started talking to people. And next thing you know, I didn't even have to do it. I just asked a friend. I'm like, I'm really overwhelmed with this, like, kind of getting an LLC thing. Could you help me out with that? Yep. Done. I just had to pay.
Just like that.
I'm like, so I probably should need a website, right? I'm like, hey, could you help me build out a website? Yep. Halfway done. Then I'm like, well, for something else I needed to, like, you need a logo. I'm like, I'm on vacation right now. So I just text a friend. I'm like, hey, by the way, do you do logos? Not really. What do you want? Set an example. Yeah, I can do that for you. Day and a half later, had 4 logos to choose from.
From 0 to 4 to choose from.
Welcome to God's world.
So when you just, I guess, take the pressure off yourself, because I'm a world champion, international champion of being super hard on myself. And I'm like, let's just take the pressure off. Like, what are the possibilities? How can I make this happen? Who can I talk to? So when you come from it from a place of curiosity, rather than a have to or a responsibility, because sometimes those things are heavy and they're not really motivating to want to do things sometimes. And sometimes they are. It just depends on where you're at and who you are. I'm not wired that way. Sometimes if there's something I have to do, I'm a little bit disgruntled about it. Not gonna lie. It's like, this is something that I've kind of not necessarily put off, but haven't really taken full action towards. So I just went with curiosity. Oh, this was fun. This was for my birthday, 2021. 20, one of those two. We went, there's a lavender farm in Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Did a retreat where you can relax and have a nice time, Chris. And
I love my friends. Thank you. Thank you.
And be one. So nature is somewhere where you think that maybe you relax. It might be worth a little drive up there to do a little weekend action thing. And they do have eating. So my daughter went with me, and we had an amazing time.
That looks cool. That looks cool. Look who is in the room with us. Miss Elena Thornton.
Oh, wow. Hey, Elena.
Elena, she's amazing.
She says everybody looks beautiful. How about that? Thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And you see what's in the back here, your dad's hat right there. I always got to keep it back there, showing my support for your dad, honey.
He's amazing.
He is. Yes. Trying to throw my comments up there so everybody can see them and make sure. Catch up on those right there.
It's just one of those things where when you come and look at things from a perspective of possibility and curiosity rather than have to, and all, I guess, the more adult sounding things flow a lot better. And everything does when never meets now. And we're so familiar with when shit hits the fan and we have to deal with unexpected calls that hit us, right? But you can reverse that and really create something amazing. Because in the first 15 days of this year, I got 18 to 21. I have to think of my timeline. I had a bunch done that I never would have thought been possible for the whole year, let alone that time. So I've figured out a different kind of manifesting principle. It's pretty awesome to have little and big things kind of come together. And I've played with it, and I've had other people play with it. And I'm like, this is going to be fun to apply in my coaching practice and see without having milestones. Where are you on this? Like pressure free, like just go have fun, like we were when we were kids. When we were little, did we care so much about all the things? We were happy and had a good time. Children still got stuff done.
And I think about that so much, how we clip that out and kill that part of ourselves of being a kid. And we used to like accomplish stuff and enjoy it. And now everything is a fucking chore that we hate.
And it's not fun.
Well, for me, and this is just me, and Moni, you know the backstory to this. I tell people, as long as I have a camera in my hand, you're safe. It's when I don't have a camera in my hand that you are going to have a problem. That camera has become a money-making thing for me, obviously. But it's always been my passion. But I didn't realize how much fun I could have. I could still be me and have fun. When I was doing it, at some point I was doing it for the movie studios. I was doing it for the schools, and everybody's got deadlines, and everybody's got, okay, I got to do it right now. And I started working with some of the local photographers, some of the local people, and everybody's like, wait, aren't you Chris? Didn't you do such and such? Yeah. Why are you doing this? Because I'm comfortable doing it. And when I started shooting from a place of comfort, Buffy, you are 100% right. It was like, okay, I got to go do this. Okay, fine. Pack up my bag. Let's go. And it's no pressure. And so I'm back to being a kid when I have that. When I have my camera in front of me and with me, I'm a big kid.
And that's what it is. And I wish I'd have planned out better to have a coin here, but I don't know if you would have seen it. But when I did, my workshop for the conference, I also talk about too, there's 3 sides to a coin, in perspective to the when everything changes, when never meets now. So there's what we perceive the bad, right? So that's one side of the coin. And then the good, which is the other side of the coin. But then there's the edge that bring the two together. And that's where the possibilities in life lie. And it's so small. And it's overlooked by so many people. In that room, I think only 2 people. And there was, Moni, 50 plus people in the room?
Yeah.
2 people had the awareness or had been told that there are 3 sides to a coin. The heads, the tails, and the edge. And the edge, for me, symbolizes the possibility in life. And you can't have possibility without the positive and the negative, the good experiences and the bad experiences. And we can perceive those things differently later. Like my divorce at the time was horrible. It was nasty. It was ugly. I could tell you stories that would make your head spin. And at that time, I literally thought my life had ended. And I had no thought process of what anything or life would be beyond where I was. And little did I know at that time when I was going through hell, ending up being homeless, raising 2 children, finishing school, overcoming cancer, all of these things in like an 18-month period of time, did I realize until about 5 years after my divorce how that was the most amazing, beautiful gift ever, because I could rewrite the story. I got to see what happened after that ended. My life didn't end, it actually began. I've lived so much from that time to now that never would have occurred had I still been married.
Was that part of you learning how to extend grace to yourself?
Yep, it was. And again, sometimes when we're going through hell, it's just, it's hell. It's a bad situation. Like a divorce, a death, like what is normally perceived not a happy situation. These things happen, and sometimes it just sucks. And that's part of life. And later you can find the gift. I don't think the gift is always meant to be found right away. And I think as we move in life, then we see other things differently that we didn't see before. So after every challenge and every adversity, whether it ends up being in that area or just life takes on a whole new significance. I see things in a new perspective, in a new way. And I know each time after we have a family member or a loved one that's lost, I always take time to reevaluate life. Like sometimes days suck and my life isn't exactly everything that I want it to be now, but you know what? I get to wake up every morning. I have my health, I have my vision, I can speak, I can hear, I have my arms, I have my legs, I have a roof over my head. And sometimes we just need that reminder, that simple reminder of that gift, and spread that out and remind people so they can get whatever darkness they're going through and have a little light of hope.
Now, did you touch on, because I know you wanted to talk about how to overcome the adversities and instances when never meet now, and how to manifest our goals and dreams and make them reality side. Did you kind of get into that some, or did you want to go deeper?
I touched on it a little bit on that area. It's just once you have the realization, different perspective, then you can start doing things differently and living differently. When you know that life is going to bring you things and you've already experienced them, it's like when we learn to walk, we start off slow. And how do we learn how to walk? We learn how to walk forward. And then we learn how to run. But we can all, once we learn how to run forward, like right now I'm grown, I've been walking for 50 years, I've been running for 50 years. But if I needed to walk backwards, it's going to take me a little extra time and I'm not as good at it. So that's where taking in reverse engineering, where the beauty comes when everything changes, never meets now, to the positive. Because we all have our own story of everything changes when never meets now. My first one happened when I was 10 months old. My mom was changing me back in the day where we didn't have all these convenience of disposable diapers, and her wedding ring twisted when she was trying to safety pin my diaper, and she slipped and I fell off the diaper changer and split my face open on the heating vent in our mobile home that we lived in, and literally split my face open, like through the bone, through I don't know, whatever this top part inside your mouth where your teeth are. It's not the gums then, but your gum line and the bone. And literally had to have my face put back together. And then I'm not sure the timeline, 7 to 10 days later, my dad was killed in a motorcycle accident. So
Wow.
those two things, like everything changed on both those instances when never meets now. And how do you deal with that? Sometimes people don't even get to deal with it. I know I had a lot of residual of the generational trauma that came with that I had to work through. But But then there's beauty when you can figure out, we all have those different, everything changes, never meets now, adversities, challenges, or tragedies. If it works one way, it can work the other way. And only in the past couple of years have I realized it can work the other way. And it's really exciting. And I've tested things small and I've tested things big. Like the coaching thing was kind of a big thing because that happened really fast. But my goals for this year was to get away 1 week in a month and just get out of town. Some fun time for me because I wasn't able to have as much fun and enjoy the year that I wanted last year. So my first trip, writing down all these places I wanted to go, how I wanted to get there. And I've always taught about the Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. as one of my favorite lessons on the academic side and the art side. And I saw that Southwest flies 3 different areas that gets you into D.C. And I just put it on my list and I applied all of my manifestation things. And that's where my daughter and my granddaughter and I went, end of March, beginning of April. And I put that plan into effect January 18th, and we went March 31st through April 3rd. It didn't take a lot of effort. I thought I was just going. And I shared it with my daughter. I'm like, hey, guess what I'm going to do? And she's like, that's cool. Can I go with you? Okay. So it can be anything from starting a business to making travel plans to figuring out a financial goal, how to shift from here to there. I think I'm a master at being able to have, your regular full-time job, because being single, I got to pay the bills all the way, and doing something else that you really enjoy. Because as a teacher, I worked 2 and 3 jobs all the time, doing 2 to 3 things I really didn't like to take care of myself. And now I can work my 9 to 5 and do fun, cool stuff on the side and help people in the process. And it's a win-win, because we're all 3 of us pretty much in the same generational gap where we were kind of educated, go get a really good job, stay there for 40 years and retire. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But what if it doesn't work for you? What if you don't like it? What if you don't want that? But my job, I love, and it allows me to financially support myself and then some, where my cup is an overflow that I can utilize that to invest in myself and others and give back in ways. 15 years ago, when I was laying on a kitchen floor, super sick, with my ex-husband telling me, you'll figure it out, you'll be good. Well, yeah, I am. Look now, 15 years later. But all the things that I had to get through to get to this point, just keep praying, keep dreaming, keep doing, keep believing, have a good mindset, surround yourself with people who really, 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 really are your cheerleader and the most honest and sincere way, and just keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Never stop.
So, Buffy, this is the first show that both of us have been this quiet.
I don't know what that means.
Like, I quiet Chris down often, but that both of us have been this quiet.
Wait. I've been quiet the whole.
Thing.
Right, I've been quiet.
Right, I know, but I'm saying that me too. That like I've been mesmerized, and I'm like, what?
That's what I'm. That's yeah. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
That's the side of her I didn't know about. That's
Okay.
so that's that secret that's that secret ingredient that's making it work. Okay, that's all. I'm loving it.
yeah. Like, not that I haven't loved the other shows. Don't get me wrong. I loved all the other shows.
I'm not even gonna tell that lie, but go ahead.
I've loved all the other shows. So he's getting ready to get fired. I was getting ready to ask where do people find out more to learn more in depth about when never meets now. And people is me, Buffy. I'm people.
You well, you
Uh-oh, you claimed it. Uh-oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
24/7. So, the public at large can follow me on social media for right now until I get my website officially completed and launched. So my business page is the same as my personal page. It's my name. But you can tell the difference between the two. And then Instagram is pretty much all my business stuff. And it's my name. I just figure that's easier. There's only one of me. There's only one Buffy O'Neill in the world. Literally, there is. When my kids were in school, they had to do like a name search to find out how many people had their name. Like, we're here. May as well. So me and all three of my kids were the only ones.
And there's your business email up there also, findinggraceunderfire at gmail.com. And that's for our radio listeners and for people who are listening only to the podcast. You can't see it. That's unfair to you. So that's what the email is right there. And then once the website is up and going, it is www.findinggraceunderfire.com. That is what it will be once it is up and going, but it is on the screen and it says website under construction. So don't be calling her with complaints talking about it ain't working right now. It clearly says it is under construction right now. But when it is up and going, that is what it will be, so that you can get to it.
Announcement on my personal page, my business page, and on Instagram when it is up and going, because it is going to be amazing. It already is amazing. I just don't have it fully functional, and we're trying to work out of the functionality. That way you know kind of what you're getting and me as a coach and what that looks like. And I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Good.
I want to know more about the wait, I got to go back so I can say it correctly.
Never meets now.
Yes,
everything
thank you.
Never meets now.
Yeah, I want to do it the other way. I got to find out more about that because I'm all into the manifesting and then psyching stuff the other way. Yeah. All about that. So
yeah,
people, me.
For one, I got to figure out how I want to. There's a couple bigger ones that I want to try and apply it to see what the timeline is on getting results. And kind of be a little more public about it, but it's on some personal life. So I have to figure out how to do that without being all booty showing out, figuratively speaking, on having too much personal stuff out there.
I got you.
Booty showing out. Okay.
Well, like I don't want my butt flapping in the wind. Figuratively speaking.
I understood.
Yeah, we understood. Yeah.
So,
I've never heard it said like that. That was all.
More PG-13 because I can have a sailor's mouth and.
Well,
not everyone needs to be introduced to that side of me.
That's why we have the disclaimer. This is an adult show. But the disclaimer, as Buffy, you know me, is for me because Buffy, you know me. Buffy, you know me.
You're amazing. Love you, Chris. You're amazing. You guys are.
I am amazing.
Thank you.
However, I have the mouth of two sailors, so somebody's got to say it. But anyway, I volunteer.
Threw that hand up real quick, didn't you?
I'll say it. But I appreciate you coming by. Oh my gosh. I appreciate you. And this is really the first show that I have not really. Oh, look at Carol laughing. Carol know me too. Yep. I will say it.
Yeah, we've been unusually quiet, believe me.
Well,
For real.
I appreciate the invite and the opportunity. It's amazing. And I just love working with you guys and always seeing you at different events throughout the community and throughout the years. It's always lovely when you walk into a space and you see people that you know and that you
Yeah.
love and get to reconnect and continue to build relationships and do things, because when that happens, it's an amazing force. So thank you guys for being an amazing force. And I'll go to your may the force be with you, since you're doing your Obi-Wan Kenobi funness.
Don't
My
play.
goodness, I don't understand. Why do they call me Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Why do you play into it? Jesus.
I am Vader.
You're going to leave. I have to stay with this.
Well,
Use the Force, Luke. Go away. Then you don't have to deal with it.
oh my God.
Because you're leaving. That's why it's all cute and funny, because you're leaving.
It's like, see, for me, it's like I just left Grandma's house because she filled me up full of cookies and soda, and now you're leaving, and she got to deal with me bouncing off the walls.
Right? That's all right. Sometimes that happens.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yes, it is.
That's not good. Hold on. I've got to find Stephanie's video here. Hold on for a second.
Yes, this is the madness that we do here.
You know, anytime you guys need anything, you know how to get me.
Yes.
I do.
We both do, and I appreciate it. I don't want to speak for anybody else. I appreciate it.
I've been trying to get Buffy on here for quite a while.
I'm glad.
Timing too.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's
wouldn't have been
look, the timing worked out the way it needed to.
When it needed to.
Exactly. Perfectly. So I'm not upset with that. Hold on. I've got to find my girl right quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
And every time I've seen you, Buffy, you have been so full of life, so full of energy. It's like, okay, Pat did a thing. I think do you remember the time I had everybody in one room, and I was taking the picture of the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, just little crazy things like that. Where are we going to sit? I don't know. This one's taller than the other one. Who's going to do what? Who's going to do this? Mm-hmm. I think you had on a burgundy dress.
I did. You have an excellent memory.
Yes, you had on a burgundy dress. And it was a matter of trying to find out how we can frame the picture so that you're in there and it doesn't look lopsided. I mean, we had you on the end at one point. Then we moved you.
I did all of that. Tell me where to go and what to do.
That's it. I love it, and I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have
my dark times too.
Look, you can always turn us on and get some good times and some laughs out of us for sure. Definitely. We're going to have a moment from one of our sponsors, a motivational moment from one of our sponsors before we let you go. Hold on. I got to get her on here. Hold on. I've got so many Buffy videos up. And then, of course, it's Stephanie Wood, Get Body by Stephanie, one of our main sponsors there, who I always appreciate. And she's always got something motivational to say, something positive. Because when you go to her, my God, she's going to check you out. If you got a bruise someplace, she's like, do you need help? Do you need assistance? Is everything all right? Like, I just bumped into a table. It's cool. But you want to get your body right, go Get Body by Stephanie. Definitely go get Body by Stephanie. I love to have that motivational little thing on here because if you stop focusing on just the money and you focus on doing what you love, the money will come. The money will come. So, you like that, Buffy?
Hey, it's real talk. Real talk.
We could go a whole nother episode on that story too, on that lane.
That's
Yeah.
it. Money will
Yeah.
come.
It will come. It'll come a little slower, but it'll come. It'll be a solid foundation of money too. Solid
And it will
foundation.
be something you don't have to look over your shoulder because you know you did it right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Buffy. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the people?
Just if you are going through hard times, know that you do not have to do it alone. Find someone. If you don't have anyone in your circle, family, or friends that you feel you can trust, find me on social media. Reach out. I always do a free consultation, free chat. See if I can give you resources that you need to help you figure out what needs to be done. But I think people need to know now more than ever that they don't have to go through any challenge alone.
Oh, I want to know, do you feel empowered?
Me?
You!
Oh, of course. Yes.
Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like after being here that you've empowered others?
Oh my gosh, I hope so. That was my prayer before we started, but how my information lands on everyone else, that's up to them. I just gave my best tonight and hopefully it touches somebody.
Well, hey, you had me quiet on my own.
Got me. It's right. Just go say you got me.
So, yeah, at least over here, you had me quiet on my own doggone show, Buffy. So I absolutely love you, sister, and I appreciate you so much. And thank you for coming on. And you need to know we're already sisters, but now favorite first cousins.
Oh, yay!
Favorite first cousins. And so keep me abreast of everything that's going on, and we'll definitely share it on our page and with our network.
Will do. Appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Thank you
for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. And this show will repeat on Monday on WUBI Radio. All right. Love you. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. All right. All right. Good show. Good show. Good show. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, I am actually just
sitting there like, wow. And then when you stumbled on When Never Meets Now, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been taking notes the entire time. And so what you saw was me reading the notes back.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna tell you, yeah, I knew it. No, I was taking notes.
Yeah, Lighthouse Talent and Beauty Consultant said, thank you so much for sharing tonight, Buffy. Yeah, like, well, I didn't have to have the notes because I have it written over here from her. So yeah, it's like, yeah. So I enjoyed that immensely. I mean, because I know Buffy. However, I never get all of that part. Don't get all of that part. And I absolutely loved each and every part of that. And I was just like in her session, forgetting I was running the show.
Right. That was like, okay, let's sit down and talk about it. Like, wow, wait a minute,
I know, and I'm like, oh wait, I got comments over here. Let's get
right. Look over to the right side and go, wow, people are saying things.
Let me get that. So let me find out the people. How will the people find that? I'm the people. The people is me. How can I give more information on that? So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I knew that as far as that she'd be a blessing to people with coming on, as many others have been, but I knew that she would be because of the level of when I said getting it out the mud. I knew the level of getting it out the mud that she came from. I knew that. And so I knew where she would be coming from, but I didn't know that she was going to captivate me like
wasn't gonna do all that now, right? See,
Right. I did not know that. But if that tells anybody or shows anybody just how deep that she could get with you. I mean, and again, she wasn't talking any big words over our heads or anything like that. No, she was just coming from where she was coming from and dealing how she was dealing. And
right from both sides of the screen.
and I was like that.
Look,
You
brother,
know?
yes, look, don't play. Brother over here taking notes. Brother over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, for real.
I feel like I need to give her my insurance card or something. There.
Yeah, right. Wait, so what we'll do is go to Body by Stephanie after we go to Buffy's.
Right.
You see, we just make the run. Yeah, that's it.
And then and go to the spa. You already gotta go to the spa. Your wife done told me.
Man, then yeah, you done started something, man. You done started something.
And Buffy came straight in and told you that you need to. And Buffy just sent a message to you in the private chat there, and she already just told you that you need to get your behind to the spa with your wife. She first thing she came in and said to you. So yes, thank you, Buffy. I see your message there, and I just told him to look there. Yes,
I've already responded to the message.
I can read.
What? Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we have a news flash here at WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Maury can read.
Yes,
She made that very clear.
I can read. I was in the private chat. I can read.
But you know what the good part about it is?
What's that?
The fact that you made it non-private. But it's okay. I understand.
Not non-private. I didn't say what it said. I'm just letting you know it's not private.
Wait, how's it go? You got mail. Wait,
Yeah.
huh? It's starting to sound like AOL. You have mail.
So guys, here's the thing. Make sure that you go out, and actually what I want to do is I want to put her information up here again for you guys because as she said, let me go to my correct folder here because I have multiple ones. And what I was before the show started.
Oh, you got to be kidding. It came to you, didn't it?
Yeah. You know what? I was going to get my glasses. I was going to get my glasses.
All right. For those of you who don't know, we usually start show prep around 6:30. Now, for once,
I'm here at 6:30.
No, I was here at 6:30.
No, he wasn't.
I was looking right at the thing, and I said, I was here at 6:30. Now, go back and check. And the thing that amazes me is that Moni sat here and was coaching me through trying to find her on Instagram and a few other things. And then she stopped in the middle of it all. Said, I was going to do something. And I said, eat? No, I already did that. Did that just before the show. Okay. Light your candle? No, I just did that. Matter of fact, I got to get a new candle. I got to get a new lighter. Okay. What? And then the show started. Never heard anything about it. Here we are, 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 17 seconds into it, and we hear my glasses.
Yeah.
At what point in the show did you realize you couldn't see?
It was once the show started, and I went to look, and I was like, ooh.
Wait, how's it going? Whoa, wait a minute. That looks a little...
Is that the right one?
Is that the right one? That's cute. That is too cute.
Yeah, because Buffy was on the line with us, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to make sure I'm putting the right thing up there.
Mm-hmm.
And for you guys, I'm copying her links and putting them in the comment section for you guys and sharing them. And that's, again, I'm trying to make sure I'm putting the right thing in there because I don't have my glasses on. So just helps us out a little bit.
Well, you got the Instagram one.
And what was the last one?
You got the IG one. The last one you did was LinkedIn.
Okay, so let me do Facebook. Thank you very much, sir.
No, Facebook, I think, let me see. IG. Okay, you did IG twice on two different platforms. And then actually did IG.
It goes to all of them.
Right. IG is it's on Facebook.
Just
You went through your Facebook and did it.
no,
And you
it does
went
it.
through.
It does it. No. Listen, it does it on all of them. So,
Okay.
so tell me what I did. Another one. So, IG and what else?
LinkedIn.
Okay, so now I'm going to do Facebook. Her Facebook information. Yeah, because when I put it once in the comments, it posts on everything.
Okay, yeah. Facebook business page just came up.
Yeah. Now I'm going to do her email. That way, you guys can then get in touch with her because I don't have my Sally here. And you guys, I hope you're keeping up online with Sally, who is my director of research, because you guys know she had a really nasty fall into her pool, and her pool did not have water in it. And that's not funny, but that's just how I operate. Can't help but laugh. That's just me. I laughed with Sally, so she knows. And she hurt herself horribly. And so, she's usually putting the links and all this type of stuff in there for you guys. So that's why I'm going back and putting it into the comments so you have access to it. Also, even though it is up on the screen, and that way you can see it and then copy it or whatever else you want to do. I don't know what you do with it, but there, you have it on all the different platforms where you can see it right there and be able to copy it. Now, it is April. Let me move to this. It is April and somebody's dialing on the phone. I can hear it someplace, and it's probably Chris. It is April, and April is supporting and listening to WUBI Radio Month. Okay, so we want you to make sure that you turn on WUBI radio station, radio/TV station. You can go over to your browser and type in WUBI.live and listen to it on your browser for your computer or your phone, your tablet or whatever, or you can get that free app. Okay, whether you have an Android, boo, okay, or you have a wonderful Apple device. I'm not, saying which one you should have, but if you have a wonderful Apple device, either one, it's free to you. And they have every type of program that you can think of, from jazz and everything on Sunday, and Monday through Friday morning, baby, they got that gospel and prayer life going on for you. If you're into that and you want a little of that to get you going in the morning, Monday through Friday, they got that for you too. Talk shows, sports shows, all types of music, everything you're looking for, they got it. I think they got some reggae, some salsa, soca, all that stuff. House music, everything. They got some everything for you out there as far as the music goes. Definitely some R&B, everything that you're looking for. Absolutely everything. Even some of that, who is it? Fred Astaire. When I say everything, I mean everything. Everything playing on the radio.
Fred Astaire.
Well, he's an actor, right?
He's a tap dancer.
Yeah, I meant like the Rat Pack. What's his name?
Okay. See, that's Frank Sinatra.
On. There you go.
Frank
That's
Sinatra.
what I'm saying. Yes, and
I understand you getting them confused. They all look alike. I understand that, but you see, gotcha.
yeah, William Davis Jr. does not look like them. He is in the Rat Pack, okay?
But you got the Rat Pack right. So
Okay.
so that gave you some points. It was like, okay, it's not Peter Lawford, all right, and it's not Dean Martin. She must be talking about Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
It wasn't Julie Bishop. No, yeah.
Junior, so stop playing with me. Stop
All
playing.
right, so who was the female member to get Rat Pack?
I don't know no female member.
Research that one.
I've never heard of a female member.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not giving
Okay.
my show out or nothing. I've never heard of a female member.
Okay.
But I'll come back with you on that. If somebody is watching right now and they know, put that information down there. Type it in the comments. Type it in the comments. And you don't even have to act like you really know you're on a computer. You're on a computer, you know. You don't even have to act like you really know you're on a computer.
Right. It's like, oh man, yeah, I knew this from back in 19. Yeah.
Right. You are on a computer, so just type it in there.
Mhm.
Point.
Well, they weren't members; they were actually mascots. Let me clear that up.
Yeah, well, use the right terminology.
They were mascots.
I didn't even know they had mascots.
Oh yeah, you kidding? Marilyn Monroe was a mascot. Shirley MacLaine was a mascot.
Is mascot the right word?
Yes, mascot is the word they used. So I'm sticking with it.
Is that the right word?
Look, I don't know what right is right and wrong is wrong, but Angie Dickinson was also a mascot. And what is that lady's name? The dancer, Juliet Prowse.
But is mascot the right?
That's what they were called.
Okay. I'm just asking questions.
That's what they were called.
Okay. That's what they chose to call it back then.
That's what they chose to call it back then, yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother show.
Well, just figured you would know that.
I know now.
Mm-hmm.
I probably knew that part, but not called the mascot. But okay, carry on. Carry on. Johnny Cash, all that.
Nope, he wasn't a mascot.
No, I'm speaking of another genre of music. Sir.
Oh, yeah. See, you needed to clear that up because we were on the Rat Pack.
I'm changing the subject from that.
Okay, there you go. See, that's what you need to say. You need to hold your hand up and say, change, and then go into another thing.
Changing the subject from that.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I don't like the way it's going.
Because you said Rat Pack, and I'm still like Willie Nelson and the Rat Pack.
Again, April, WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Definitely tune in so that you can enjoy 24/7, 365. Enjoy the music, the quality of the music. And they have a chat. You can chat on there too. I bet you didn't know that. They have television on there. So you could actually be watching us live on there when we decide to. So, look, it's been a great night. We're going to get off of here. I'm going to let Chris say the one thing that he has to say every night before we get off of here.
No, I don't know why I have to say it, but I like saying it. I like saying it.
You got to say it, brother, but go ahead.
You got to say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm empowered by my wife, Ellen, each and every week to do this show. And I love you very much. And thank you for continuously supporting me.
There it is. I want to thank WUBI Ubiquity Radio listeners and viewers, and all the viewers and listeners to all the other platforms that are out there. All of our guests tonight, they came in to support our empowered honoree guest, Buffie O'Neill. We want to thank you. We want to thank our actual guest, Buffie O'Neill, for coming on and silencing me.
Buffy came on and shut the whole room down, okay?
Shut it all down. Never has happened. Never, ever happened. We want to thank our definite super fan, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol, for always being here. We definitely appreciate you. We want to send a warm hug of healing out to Sally. We're still thinking about you. Get well, get well. Elena, Thank you
Yes.
for joining us. Coach Toya, thank you for joining us also. Thank you to everybody else that's out there watching. We know you're silently watching, not clicking or saying anything. We do appreciate you guys always being out there and just watching and listening. Even if you say nothing, we do appreciate you and we see the numbers. We want to thank you and all the other countries, 150 plus, that are listening and watching, and all the other languages and all the other times. Make sure to subscribe, follow, and share this broadcast. It means a lot to us to have you as followers and fans. And what was I getting ready to say?
You forgot your glasses.
I forgot my glasses. Make sure and listen to WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Get the app, the free app for your Apple or Google device. Go to the browser, WUBI.live, and enjoy it on your phone or your tablet or your computer, wherever you want to listen to it, or in your car, wherever that may be. We will see you back here next week, same time, same place. You can catch the replay of this episode on Monday on WUBI Radio. And I think that is about it. We're going to take you out with our boy, who? Anthony
Frazier.
With vibrations. You know how we like to do with him all the time, all the absolute time. So you guys have a great evening. Be safe. Don't forget to check out Best Care Spa. Don't forget to check out First Class Candles. Get Body by Stephanie. And then, of course, Going Down on the Mic.
Well,
We'll see you later.
don't forget you missed one.
Who?
WUBI Ubiquity Radio.
I said that.
But did you tell them about the Crystal Lynn show at 5:30 in the morning? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he just told you. That's the gospel show, honey.
I know what it is.
I'm telling them.
Oh,
I'm telling them. Is that Mountain Standard Time? Is that what time it comes on Mountain Standard Time?
I don't know. I know I've caught it quite a few times, and yep, it runs from 5:30 to 7:30.
Yeah, that's a show you want to catch. That is a show you want to catch. I ain't gonna say just because that's from my for real first cousin, my for real blood first cousin. I'm not saying that just because she is. No, she's doper than dope. She's doper than dope, and she will have you reeling, honey. She for real about that prayer and that gospel.
Man, that show is real.
And you think I'm funny. She funny, honey. And she gets down with it. I've been trying to get gospel shows on WUBI for a very long time, and finally was able to get her to come on board. So check her out in the morning, just a little bit. Just go on, turn it on and check it out, and you will not be disappointed.
No,
right?
you won't.
No, you won't. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Everybody be careful, be safe, have a good time. And don't forget to go check out Buffie O'Neill. Look at those links, because I'm going to check it out, because I got to get me some more of that. You know, shut me down, made me quiet in the most peaceful way ever. How did that happen?
How?
How did that happen, y'all?
Man. Wait, both of us.
So, yeah, y'all might want to study that. My husband might want to study that. Okay.
I'm staying at that one. I'm out of that one. I don't know.
Yeah, hush. I did ask him to watch the show, so if he's still awake, he might want to study that. He might want to call you up, Buffy. Okay, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. change of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibration.